And we start with breaking news. One person sadly dead here following this crash on Highway 94. It happened just after 4 this morning in the westbound lanes where the 94 and the 5 meet. We know 2 cars were involved in this. Still not clear what led up to this crash, but we know sadly 1 person was killed. More details will be coming. We'll let you know. Also this morning, we are learning a second woman has come forward accusing San Diego County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher of sexual misconduct. Thanks for being here at 6 a.m. I'm Eric Connard.
And I'm Netta Irampour. Glad to have you with us here. And this all comes as Fletcher announced when he will be resigning. CBS 8's Chris Groh live along Harbor Island with these latest allegations. What are we finding out, Chris?
Yeah, good morning, Eric and Netta. And look, in light of this second allegation, we spoke with the woman at the center of this one. She was actually back in 2015, a UCSD student and an intern for Nathan Fletcher's nonprofit foundation, the Three Wise Men Foundation. Now, she says that it was in working with that foundation out of state that she claims that Supervisor Fletcher inappropriately touched her. Now, we brought those allegations to Supervisor Fletcher's office, and his office sent us back this statement, which in part reads, quote, "These accusations are false and clearly not true, as verified by others at the event and emails from the time. This is just piling onto an existing media frenzy." Now, those emails were also forwarded to us from 2015. In them, Fletcher is informed of the allegations by his former assistant, Kaylee Wilson. She's the one who goes ahead and informs Fletcher of the intern's allegations. She describes them as bizarre and adds that she even counseled the intern on the trip. They discuss the details, and Fletcher adds that he does not want her to intern for them anymore. The former intern denies being let go and told CBS 8 she left on her own. She says she filed a report with UCSD Sexual Assault Resource Center. We asked UC San Diego about these allegations, and they released a statement that said that Fletcher is not teaching at the university anymore and that they take allegations of sexual harassment and sexual violence seriously. Now, in the wake of these recent allegations, again, this is the second one, the first one coming from an MTS employee, a former MTS employee. Fletcher has announced that he will resign from the County Board of Supervisors effective on May 15th at 5 p.m. He is currently out of state, though, in rehab for PTSD and alcohol abuse. Now, there is one civil suit that has been filed against Supervisor Fletcher, that being by the former MTS employee that has also accused the supervisor of sexual harassment and sexual other abuses. At the same time, the second accuser says that they are currently seeking counsel on what to do next. So no lawsuit by the second accuser has been filed as of yet, but we're going to continue to pay attention to any further developments. Eric and Netta.
All right, Chris, thanks for that. So many of you asking what happens next here. Well, Fletcher's resignation takes effect on May 15th. Supervisors can either hold a special election to fill his District 4 seat or appoint someone. If they can't decide on an appointment within 30 days, a special election will take place. Chairwoman Nora Vargas says the process and the timeline will be determined during the board's May 2nd meeting.
And now it is the first time a former president has been charged with a crime. This morning we are learning former President Donald Trump could appear in court on Tuesday after he was just indicted by a grand jury in Manhattan. The DA has been investigating alleged hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. CNN is now reporting that Trump faces more than 30 counts related to business fraud. CBS 8's Jesse Pagan now with reaction.
This is a bad decision by a political prosecutor.
Just hours after a Manhattan grand jury indicted former President Donald Trump, former Vice President Mike Pence hit the airwaves. Pence, talking with CNN's Wolf Blitzer, scolded the indictment as a political prosecution and an outrage.
I think the unprecedented indictment of a former president of the United States on a campaign finance issue is an outrage.
Although sealed, it's public knowledge the Manhattan District Attorney is investigating hush money payments former Trump ally Michael Cohen made to adult film star Stormy Daniels just before the 2016 election. In a separate case and trial, Cohen pleaded guilty to violating federal campaign finance laws relating to the payments and served time in federal prison.
At the end of the day, in all fairness, they've been wrong. What they're trying to do is they're trying to guess what's inside the Christmas box, but they have absolutely no idea. And that's a mistake. We have to allow the prosecutors to do their job.
And while advocating for due process, he had some words directly for Trump.
Oh, by the way, for Donald, since we're talking about convicted felons, See you on Tuesday, pal.
The historic indictment of a president comes with a unique set of challenges when it comes to his surrender and arraignment.
There will be a lot of planning that will go into it. There will be advanced work, as the Secret Service would do in any protective visit.
A visit the NYPD has spent days preparing for in downtown Manhattan, while Trump's supporters are already lining the streets leading to Mar-a-Lago. Jesse Pagan, CBS 8.
And now President Trump has denied the accusations and knowing about the payments to Stormy Daniels for many years. Yesterday, he called this indictment, quote, political persecution.
Getting ready to make history here. This morning, the San Diego State men's basketball team is in Houston, preparing for the Aztecs' first ever Final Four matchup tomorrow. They're competing against Florida Atlantic. Yesterday, the Aztecs had their first practice in Houston. They also got some pretty cool swag here, including custom cowboy hats and jean jackets. What do you think? I think they look pretty sharp. This morning, SDSU fans are leaving on chartered flights to Houston, and here is a live look right now from San Diego International Airport. Look, they got the basketball balloons out there. They've got fans in black and red. Both students and season ticket holders are going to be flying out later this morning. Our photographer is zooming in as they're getting their coffee ready, getting maybe a little breakfast before they head out. They've got their SDSU sweaters on. That guy's got his jacket on. They've got all the black and red that can fit inside of a luggage piece. That's pretty cool. So way to go, Aztecs, already getting some of those faithful to head out to Houston. And you, if you can't make it out there, can watch the game on CBS 8 at 3:09 p.m. tomorrow. You can also stream it online or head to Viejas Arena for the big watch party. You see Jake Ariani and John Howard there in our custom CBS 8 airplane. It does have an enclosure on it, too, to protect their heads, by the way. They're going to provide updates for us on CBS 8 and CBS8.com. If and when the Aztecs win, I will be flying out to Houston to preview Monday's championship game. So look for that on CBS 8 on Monday.
So the Colorado Rockies come in and spoil opening night for the Padres.
Yeah, so now the Padres are hoping to turn things around. We can move past that, right? They lost the home opener against the Rockies. Score was 7-2, pretty big loss. The series continues though tonight. The game will be at 6:40 after Beer Fest. So enjoy that. Of course, you're going to want to get rides that are safe and for you. Even with the loss though last night, that did not stop so many fans from having a great time. You saw that sea of gold and brown. The game was sold out. Some said they've never seen Petco that packed before. Fans say after the historic 2022 season, they couldn't wait for this one.
I was excited getting up. I slept with my jersey last night. I'm just so pumped.
We got Manny Machado, we got Tatis, we got Bogarts, we got Cronenworth, we got everybody. We're good. We're set for this season.
And it was fun to see them all in action. Today we are kicking off our Friar Fridays contest. So stay tuned. We're going to share a code word with you, and that could get you in to win Padres tickets later on in this hour. So yeah, Beer Fest today. Tomorrow's East Village Block Party.
Ooh.
That's right.
Sunday is Kid Fest. So bounce houses at Petco.
And Aztec celebrations all mixed in there, too.
There's a lot going on. It's
Wow.
a busy weekend.
So you better have a nice
Sports are back.
forecast for us, pal.
I have a great forecast. It is not what we saw yesterday, which was scattered showers pretty much all day long. We are back to dry skies. So don't be mad at me. I know we had a few scattered showers that came over Petco Park during that game yesterday. That was the nature of it. We said mostly dry, and you guys got that 10 to 20% chance of wet weather. That ended up coming to fruition. Now we are back to dry skies. Take a look at the forecast. 61 degrees along the coastline by this afternoon. Mostly cloudy conditions, so it's going to take some time for those clouds to break apart, but we should get some sun peeking through, at least some filtered sunlight at times. Want to show you how yesterday played out. You see that green just tapering off, and then in some cases moving off to the east, and then now we just have those clouds building right along the coastline. Because we don't have much cloud cover over land right now, over the county as a whole, well, we do see some pretty cold temperatures as you walk outside. We've continued to see areas like Julian drop 30 degrees right now as you walk outside in Julian, not to mention they have about 2 inches of snow on the ground. When you look closer to the coastline, we have temperatures mostly in the 40s out there. 40 right now for Poway, 47 for Carlsbad, and 49 for San Diego. Stack it compared to yesterday, and you see how, as a whole, as a county, we are colder right now compared to 24 hours ago. Borrego Springs and Ocotillo Wells 11 degrees colder than 24 hours ago, but along the coastline about 3 to 5 degrees colder than where we were 24 hours ago. But here's the weekend. Partly cloudy, mostly sunny at times. 63 on Saturday, 62 on Sunday. We're still going to rest about 5 degrees cooler than average. However, we're going to celebrate the 60s and the dry skies when we get them. So head to our website, cbs8.com. We walk you through the weekend forecast with a little more detail. 6:10 right now on the clock. Traffic right now is light on the roads. We will take you to one crash that has caused some backups and a closure. So we want to take you to the 94. Entry ramp on the 94 westbound from the 805 northbound. We do have a lane blocked with a crash. Signal alert was issued earlier today. We do know that this did involve one fatality. So we are getting more information from CHP as they continue to investigate, but do expect some delays in the area as volume starts to pick up.